जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी जय गिरिवरधारी यशोदनंदन व्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी माधव जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी जय गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव राधा माधव श्री राधे जय पंचतत्व 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 जय पंचतत्व जय प्रहलाद सिंह जय प्रहलाद सिंह प्रहलाद सिंह जय प्रहलाद सिंह जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय प्रभुपाद श्री राम संकीर्तन की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की, संवेद गौर भक्त वृंद की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome all of you for today's Srimad Bhagavatam class. And we are going to discuss today Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, 22nd chapter, 13th sloka. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayesu abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtiki. Ya udyatam anādṛtya. Ya udyatam anādṛtya. Kīnāśam abhiyācate. Kṣīyate tad-yaśaḥ sphītam. Kṣīyate tad-yaśaḥ sphītam. mānaś cāvajñayā hataḥ. mānaś cāvajñayā hataḥ. Ya udyatam anādṛtya. Kīnāśam abhiyācate. Kṣīyate tad-yaśaḥ sphītam. mānaś cāvajñayā hataḥ. Yo udyatam anādṛtya. Kṣīyate tad-yaśaḥ sphītam. mānaś cāvajñayā hataḥ. mānaś cāvajñayā hataḥ. Yo udyatam anādṛtya. kīnāśam abhiyācate. kṣīyate yad-yata sphītam. mānaś cāvajñayā hataḥ. Mothers? Udyatam anādṛtya. Kīnāśam kṣīyate tad-yaśaḥ. Ya udyatam anādṛtya. Kīnāśam abhiyācate. Thank you. Word to word meaning. Yaha, who. Udyatam, an offering. Anādṛtya, rejecting. Kīnāśam, from a miser. Abhiyācate, begs. Kṣīyate, is lost. tat, his, yaśaḥ, reputation, sphītaṁ, widespread, mānaḥ, honored, ca, and avajñayā, by neglectful behavior, hataḥ, destroyed. Translation and purport by Divine Grace Abhay Charnarvind Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki, one who rejects an offering that comes of its own accord, but later begs a boon from a miser, thus loses his widespread reputation, and his pride is humbled by the neglectful behavior of others. Purport. The general procedure of Vedic marriage is that a father offers his daughter to a suitable boy. That is a very respectable marriage. A boy should not go to girl's father and ask for the hand for his daughter in marriage. That is considered to be humbling one's respectable position. Svāyambhuva Manu wanted to convince Kardama Muni, since he knew that the sage wanted to marry a suitable girl. I am offering just such a suitable wife. Do not reject the offer, or else, because you are in need of a wife, you will have to ask for such a wife from someone else who may not behave with you so well. In that case, your position will be humbled. Another feature of this incident is that Svāyambhuva Manu was the emperor, but he went to offer his qualified daughter to a poor Brahmana, Kardama Muni. Kardama Muni had no worldly possessions. He was a hermit living in the forest, but he was advanced in culture. Therefore, in offering one's daughter to a person, the culture and quality are counted as prominent, not wealth or any other material consideration. Hare Krishna. So before that I speak anything, I would like to beg for the mercy, blessing from all assembled Vaishnavas here and Vaishnavis. Kindly bless me so that I could speak something worthy to glorify the Lord, by which our ears and heart will be satisfied. So, are you all blessing me? Haribol. Thank you so much. So, I have a small little prayer. Om Ajnanatimira-andhasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurnamelitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sachiram Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamsya Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyaiva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna. So the marriage of Kardama Muni and Devahuti is being discussed here, and we see that This episode is going on for quite few chapters. So from the last chapter we see the conversation between Manu and Kardama. Here both of them are glorifying each other. And Kardama Muni has glorified Svāyambhuva Manu and told his duties for the Kshatriyas, what should be the duties for the Kshatriyas. And after that, now Svāyambhuva Manu is going to, Svāyambhuva Manu is thinking that this Kardama Rishi is such a great soul, such a great sage, that he had darshan of the Lord directly, right? Supreme Lord himself had appeared, and not only appeared, Supreme Lord has even cried for Kardama Muni. And those tears made the whole lake, Bindu Sarovar. And he is glorifying me, right? And the position of Svāyambhuva Manu is lower than the Kardama Muni. He is a king, but still, being a father of the daughter, his position is lower than the groom, right? So he has come to offer daughter, and he has heard many glorifications. So to convince Kardama Muni, Acharya tells that he now going to glorify the position of Brahmanas, and what is the relationship between Kshatriya and a Brahmana. So he tells that Brahmanas are coming from the face of the Lord, and the Kshatriya is coming from the hand of the Lord, right? So both of them are made for each other's protection, right? So hands protects what? The face. If somebody attacks us, then our first business is what? To protect our head, right? That's why people, when they go for biking, they at least wear helmet, right? Otherwise, they say that if you don't wear helmet, then you will get helmet. Means you will go to hell and you will meet there. So this is very important, right? And also Brahmanas protects the hand also. How? Srila Prabhupada tells the whole body also is nothing but expansion of Brahmana. And when somebody beats you upon the hand, then how you protect the hand? We cover it like this, right? The whole body. We become like oval shape. So we hide our hand inside our body. So in this way, Brahmanas also protects the Kshatriyas. To mean how Kshatriyas are protected? By the instructions of Brahmanas. When Kshatriyas follow the instructions of Brahmanas, then Kshatriyas are protected. And how Brahmanas are protected? Not by arms, but Brahmanas are directly protected by Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. So here we see that actually the whole this Varnashrama system is protected by the Supreme Lord Himself. When Varnashrama stop, Brahmanas are fully Krishna conscious. And then Vaishyas and Sudras, they automatically follows. But the problem comes when the leader of the society, Brahmanas, supposedly fully Krishna conscious, they become unconscious. I mean to say, the whole system starts worn out, means dilapidated. I was seeing one very beautiful example of a magnet, right? I'm quoting another day also. So one magnet is there, and if you put one iron with this, then what will happen? Magnet will attract the iron and it remains connected. And if you connect another iron pin also, then what will happen? That will also remain connected. And with that iron pin, if you connect another pin, that's all iron only, they also remain connected. But if you remove that head, the magnet from there, then what will happen? The whole system will collapse. So that's what it happened in modern varnashram system everywhere. So nobody want to hear no one. People, they hardly care about any authority. So without authority, without leadership, the society can never run. Why problem in the leadership is why leadership is not Krishna conscious. So in the life of Prithu Maharaj we see. So Prithu Maharaj was a perfect Kshatriya, as well as Srila Prabhupada, he was a perfect Brahmana also. Because he was fully Krishna conscious. And being a Brahmana, he is Vivriddha Sattvaha, means he had very much increased Sattva. Sattva supposedly to be increased for whom? For the Brahmanas. But being a Kshatriya also, he had to take so much of austerity so that he could increase a quite good amount of Sattva, goodness, so that he could lead the people. That's why even Kshatriyas also had to go a lot of tapasya before getting to progeny, to create progeny. They also has to go a lot of tapasya. Forget about Brahmanas. Like 10,000 years of tapasya just to marry. Is this viable? Logical in this age? 10,000 years of tapasya just to get married? Why? Nobody cares. Forget about marriage, nobody marries only. Right? So, tapasya is very important. Dishtya Manu Shishtuham, then Manu tells, I have been fortunately been instructed by you, and thus great favor has been bestowed upon me. I thank God that I have listened with open ears to your pure words. So here, ears means it's not told 2 years. It has told many years, means more than 2 years. So can somebody hear from that more than 2 years? Yes? Yeah. Devotees, they hear from more than 2 years. When? When they have rapt attention with Krishna, Katha, coming from a spiritual master. Right? And we see like many examples. Our very dear Acharya Srila Rupa Goswami tells that I need how many years? Millions of years. Why? Because he can hear from millions of years. Krishna Katha should be heard in that way. Prithu Maharaj also chants that how many years I need? Thousands of years I need. Means when somebody hears from the spiritual master or a person on the level of a spiritual master, one should not hear just like 2 years, with the 2 years. One should hear from many, many years. Means one should see that where I can get the instruction to follow in my life. That's about the way of hearing. And how can I apply those instructions in my life? So Kardama Manu Maharaj is telling that I heard from many years. Karna randrer jushta dishtu yoshatir graha. And then he tells, O great sage, graciously be pleased to listen to the prayer of my humble self, for my mind is troubled by affection for my daughter. So then he brings the agenda what was there in his mind, right? After pleasing him, hearing him and glorifying him, then he brings the cause, right? The favor that he won from Kardama Muni. Not just like met with Brahmana or a spiritual master, immediately start giving him the list, these are my desires, please fulfill those desires. And nowadays there is not even a little etiquette also. It is going off. People have become so like crazy. They come to the spiritual master and they start asking for the material things. Yeah, it's like the shame. Even the message, like suppose somebody not spiritual master to me, it's quite difficult. Even authority also. And WhatsApp and social media is so handy that even devotees they use WhatsApp to have such a serious discussions of spiritual subject matters. Right? And they say, Hare Krishna Prabhu, Pam Ho, I had a question. Can I ask you? What is your what credential you have to ask that? Right. So there should be some code of asking questions. Okay, Pranam, how are you, Prabhu? Everything is okay. Yes. After that, the question could be asked. Otherwise, one feel like, who am I? Yeah, of course, I am the servant of a spiritual master, but the way he is asking, I don't feel like I can answer him in the way. Right? So that's what first Kardama Muni is being glorified by Manu Maharaj, and Manu is now going to ask a great favor. What favor? That he want his daughter to be taken by Kardama Muni as wife. So first he tells, so this my daughter is of great quality. Shila gunadibhi yuktam. So she had Shila, so to speak, good character, and guna, good qualities also. And she is of good age. Srila Prabhupada tells in one of the instruction for the marriage, some devotee girl had to be married, and senior devotee, they asked Srila Prabhupada, they are need to marry. But make sure the girl should be younger than the boy. That should not be other way. So yada tu bhavata shila sruta rupa vayo gunan tvaya asit krita nishchaya ashinnon narada desha. Not only I am going to give with great faith the daughter to you, at the same time she also likes you. Right? Two things are required. Then the marriage becomes like best. Right? The girl should also like the groom, as well as the parents of the girls, like bride also, should be faithful to give the groom, bride. So that's what the best thing actually. Otherwise there is a danger, like chances of danger. Like Daksha Prajapati, he never wanted Lord Shiva to be his like son-in-law, right? But what to do? Parameshti, Brahmaji told, you should give your daughter Sati to Lord Shiva, and he had to give. The authority is telling what to do. But he was not happy about that. Of course, Sati wanted Lord Shiva. Sati was a great fan of Lord Shiva. But Daksha was not. And because of that, the grudge started increasing. It came to such a level that Sati had to quit her body. And also Daksha has to quit his head. So it's dangerous. Right? And opposite, girl don't want to go to get married, and parents are forcing, that's like even more worse. Right? That could happen. So there is a type of marriage also that takes place, mentioned in the Shastras, we shall discuss. So then he says that she is very much apt in taking care of householder duties. So she will take care of all your householder duties. Please accept her as your wife. And then he says that I am giving you this opportunity. Na prativado sashyate. Don't oppose it. Don't reject the proposal. Accept it. Because nirmuktasya sangasya kamaraktasya kim punah. Even those people, those who are having sensuous desires, they are free from sensuous desires, so to speak. They also don't say no when things comes automatically. And Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur tells that Kardama Muni is not free from sensual desires. He has the desires. He is raktasya. He is kam raktasya. He has the sensual desire. So even though having darshan of the Lord, he had the desire to have a wife. Of course, this can also happen. So he had the desire to have the wife, and Manu Maharaj is giving his daughter to him. So please accept. Don't say no. Then after that, then he tells, if you do not accept, right, then what will happen? When you have to do something, get something done, right, you have to say many things. You have to say what are the good things you will get by doing that, and what cons also, what the problems will come when you do not do that. That's called Anvaya and Vyatireka. Like we have the Gaudiya Vaishnavas, for all the Vaishnavas, the principle of always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. Right? So Anvaya is always remember Krishna, and Pratireka is, Vyatireka is never forget Krishna. Like Lord tells in Bhagavad Gita, 18th chapter. He tells, Mat chittam sarva durgani mat prasadat tarishyasi. If you think about me, then every type of your problem in your life you will cross over by my mercy. Right? Such a powerful statement he gives. But every type of mat prasada tarishe sarva dukkhani, all the durgani, all the problems will cross over. But if you do not do that, if you don't think about me, then what will happen? Atha chetu ahankarad no shroshasi vinakshasi. If you do not think about me, my dear Arjuna, then you will act out of your false ego and you will destroy yourself. Similarly here, this Manu Maharaj is telling, so if you do not accept my daughter to be your wife, then what could happen? Kṣīyate tad-yaśaḥ sphītaṁ mānaś cāvajñayā hataḥ. Because you had the desire, and we have the desire, and Acharya tells, why somebody has desire, and now when he has the desire and somebody offers him the fulfillment of the desire, why he will say no? But somebody can say no also, right? Like some number of people as devotees are there, like suppose, and somebody is being told, Prabhu, I am offering you rasmalai. Could you take it? No, Prabhu. Why? Because he could have the desire, but because some other devotees are also there, like so he will say no first, right? So could be many reasons. Two reasons he tells: out of shyness and out of loss of his position. Somebody can say no. It could happen. So Kardama Muni is telling that if you are thinking that out of shyness you will say no, but that so-called detachment that has arisen by shyness will not sustain. The lust will overpower everything. Because in Bhagavatam many places, lust is told to be achyuta. We know achyuta is Krishna. So lust is so powerful that it is pronounced in the achyuta, means it's indefatigable. It's never fallible. So-called detachment which has arisen out of shyness or to keep your position will overpower you. And we have seen many examples as such. Big kings, emperors have been like swayed away by this. They didn't care about I am the king. And they approached kīnāśam, means those who are miser. Santanu Maharaj, right? Santanu Maharaj, he had a good wife, Ganga. But there was an agreement that if you stop me ever you say no to me, then Hare Krishna. And how many times he just kept whether to keep the son or to keep the wife, to keep the son, to keep the wife. Okay. At the end, when it was the term of Devavrata, he tells, okay, enough is enough. Please leave this boy for me. And she left. And then the lust is there, right? The desire is there. Desire not satisfied. So he approaches one fisherman who had one daughter. And he asked a fisherman, can you please give your daughter to me to marry? Can you imagine? The emperor of the whole world is being ruled from Hastinapur, and he is the emperor of the Hastinapur. He is asking. And that fisherman is a condition. The son of my daughter should become king. What could be the situation, right? The king, the emperor, he said, no, get lost. I can give you daughter too. So this could be the situation. The lust is so powerful that it ruptures, it crosses all the boundaries of shyness and all the fear of losing position. I forget about that. Just fulfill the desire. So, Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur tells that the lust is something which can remove all the so-called detachment. I mean, so-called vairagya, the people they practice. The lust can be only be overcome by devotional service to Lord. No other way. Right? In Mahabharata it is told, if you try to defeat lust by any other means, lust may enter into that means and then defeat you. Very beautiful sloka, he tells. Vyasdev tells, Yo mam prayatate hantum, whoever want to kill me. Means lust is telling. This is called Lust Gita, Kam Gita. Kam is also a sung song. Gyatva praharane balam. If you are thinking that your means has great power to defeat me, then tasya tasmin praharane, then I will enter into that means. And punah pradurbhavami aham, and again I will arise. There could be many ways a living entity may try to hide either or maybe stop the force of lust, but it's not possible at all. Kasayan, that's one way, is wearing saffron cloth. I will wear saffron cloth, finish, I am liberated soul. No. Kasayam na cha. Bhojanadi niyaman. Neither by cutting down the number of rasgullas. Not possible. Nova vane vasuto. Nor by going into jungle. Okay, I'll not see, not do anything. Will have nothing to do with the woman. It's both way. For the woman, man, woman. Example of Rishi Singh, right? He was put a place where from miles and miles together was no even vision of woman. Forget about woman in the human form. Even woman like she deer and all the sea has been removed from the jungle by his father. Even tigers also could not enter into that area. But still he was defeated. Na vyakhyanad, or by giving a lot of vyakhyan, pravachan. No. Athva muni vrat bharash, or by keeping all the different silent vows of silence and all. No, it's not possible. Only by even just iota of loving devotional toward Govinda. That is enough to win over lust. Otherwise, lust is doing tandav everywhere. Haribo. Great. Lust is such a powerful arrows. One Kavi says that the arrow is something, if goes anywhere, it bifurcates things, right? But Kama's arrow is unites things. Right? Two people get united by Kama. Such a arrow, powerful arrow. So this arrow could be only be tolerated and won over by the mercy of the Lord, not otherwise. Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, had many marks in his lotus feet, right? And one of the mark is the gourd, by which you control elephant. Now we do not have elephant. Previously we had some months back. So the driver of elephant, they have the gourd, right? Because the so much thick skin of elephant, if you just slap him, nothing will happen. Right? It will like, even big wrestler also punch will not feel anything. So they need what? They need a piercing feeling that okay, something is happening, right? So that could happen to the lust, the elephant. Lust is compared to the elephant, not normal elephant, mad elephant. Kama is mad elephant. It will go where you cannot even imagine, right? We cannot imagine where it goes. So this could only be controlled by always meditating upon Sri Krishna's lotus feet. So as soon as we meditate, immediately what happens? The kama goes. This is a very practical thing. And many jivas has been succumbed to this. Even somebody becomes preacher or a great leader or so on and so forth. That kama enters into those things also, right? Even thinking of great followership or amassing a lot of followers also is also called subtle sexual desires that enters into that. That's what we say, no? Somebody thinks that I will conquer the lust through this way, then the lust will enter into that and defeat you. So the only thing remains that always become Krishna conscious. That's the only solution for the lust. So don't consider that I am just speaking out like being a brahmachari, I should speak upon that. But actually it is so. For those who are not able to control the lustful things, lustful desires, they should duly get married. Right? So what type of marriage here being discussed in text 13? Marriage would be the first class marriage, where father of daughter goes to the boy and asks for that marriage supposed to be take place. It should not be opposite. Like Svāyambhuva Muni goes to Mandhata. So I have a lot of desire. I want to satisfy that. Can you please give one of your daughter? And his situation is such, he is not like whole body has been soaked with water because he was doing meditation in water. Like if you stay in 1 hour or 2 hours in Ganga, then what will happen? Like whole body becomes like white and even wrinkles starts coming, right? Hand also gets wrinkled, different types of wrinkles. That had happened to him. And all his daughters were running away from him. Who will marry with old guy? Yeah. But later on he made himself, he had the siddhi, he become first class handsome boy. Yeah. And everybody, yes, I want to have him as my husband, I want to have him. They started quarreling with them among themselves. Right? So that is not perfect. So that there are total 8 kinds of marriages which are described in Shastras, specifically in Dharma Shastra, Manusmriti. So the best is this. That is happening with Kardam. That is happening with Devahuti and Kardam. Okay, fine. So that's called Brahma way of marriage. Brahma way of marriage means father goes, then from both sides they make whole things, then they decide both of them should get married. That's called best. It's called Brahma way of marriage. So I just wanted to just speak out those words, and Srila Prabhupada is going to discuss this in the subsequent verses. Second type of marriage is called Daiva marriage. Daiva marriage is a marriage in which a girl is offered to the priest on the sacrificial altar. Maybe you have heard many such examples, that a Brahmana came, "Oh Brahmana Dev, these are the things I have to offer, what you want, whether you want horses or cows or maiden girls." The maiden girls are also given to them in the marriage, to the Brahmanas. So that's called Daiva marriage. Third type of marriage called Arsha marriage. Arsha marriage means in marriage where pair of cows is given to each other in exchange in marriage. and marriage takes place, just like that. Means there is no, musical instrument, and there is no so on and so forth, big, decoration and all that. Just exchange cows and finish. Marriage done. Very nice. So, economic ways of marrying. These are the all bona fide ways of marriage, so to speak. That's what I am telling. A fourth way is prajapatya, when he has been received with words. And both side parents says, carry on your sacred duty together, and marriage done. That's also very nice, economic. And fifth way is Gandharva. So from here comes, they are the four which are actually meant for human beings. Brahma, Daiva, and Prajapatya and Arsha. And the fifth comes Gandharva. Gandharva, in which there is no requirement of parents. I like you, you like me. Finish business. You exchange the garland and marriage over. Yeah. So today this is in quite, good repo, right? So this is quite very much practiced nowadays all over the world. Especially in India now, India is taking up this type of marriage, Gandharva marriage. But in those in ancient days, this type of marriage were not so much seen. This father of father of Bharat Maharaj, Dushyanta married in this way with Sakuntala. We just exchanged the garland. Then sixth one is called Asura type of marriage, and this type of marriage are not not recommended for the human beings. Asura marriage means, you can understand, Gandharva means these are more practiced for the Gandharvas, right? And we are not Gandharvas. Asura means for the Asura. Very interesting. Here what happens, the groom gives the fee to the father of bride, and it's like purchase only, like purchasing the bride. So this is like Asura type of marriage. This is sometimes seen in some tribal class of type of societies. So this is called Asura marriage. Seventh is Rakshasa marriage. So Rakshasa Vivaha refers to kidnapping the girl and marrying her. So, and our dear Lord Krishna did this. Hari Bol. Rakshasa marriage with Rukmini. And following the footsteps, his son Samba did this with Lakshmana, the daughter of Duryodhana. And then they married. Of course, Rukmini wanted to marry with Krishna, but Lakshmana didn't marry with Samba. But he did the real Rakshasa way. Samba was quite notorious, and so we had this, what to do. Some boys that comes in a family like that. So, but they fought. Balramji fought and got them married, slowly, right? And eighth one is unmentionable in such a wonderful assembly of Vaishnavas. It's worst of all. When someone seduces the bride and forces her to get into a relationship, or this is called paisachal marriage. So these are for those who are not able to, first four types of marriages recommended. And those who are okay with lust means they are done with the lust. For them, ahinsaya param hansa charya smritya mukunda charitagriya shiduna yamer akame chapi anindaya nirihaya dvandati tikshaya. They should simply be satisfied with chanting the names of Lord Hari and doing loving devotional services to the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we'll keep it here today. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Anything, any comment, any correction? Welcome. We have 10 more minutes. Hare Krishna. Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you for such wonderful details class actually. I was wondering that nowadays we have a marriage bureau or different jivansathi.com or some different .com. So how that where it fits actually in your these 8 categories?
Oh, where it fits. So I mean, marriage bureau, the website has become their parents. I mean, like they are seeing who will match up whom. So, of course, they are like. Usually, we see that marriage bureau only has become. They have taken the post of their parents. So, but in marriage bureau here in our devotees community, of course, it is not so. I know that they actually inform their parents and things takes place more in a Brahma way, not other way, not the last 4 ways. This is what my understanding other devotees may say, because you understand. Yeah. Yes, please. Yeah, they check compatibility. Yeah, there are around 200 questionnaire. The 200 questions has to be filled up from both sides. Like many times people they say, who will first fill the questions? Better to get married somewhere. So yeah, so these things are taken care. Yes. Prabhuji, would like to say something? Okay. Okay, thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji had one question. I think Prabhuji had comment. Prabhuji gives very beautiful comments always. Time is there, yes, true.
Hare Krishna. Thank you for your class. So we see in this purport, Prabhupada wrote that boys should not go to the girl's house for marriage. So, but you know, the Abhiyācate, when he was 22 years old, at 1918, he went to Radharani's house. His wife's name is Radharani. So, why he went? Because he...
Means Abhiyācate went to Radharani's house for the marriage. I don't think so.
With his friend.
Yeah, he might have gone with the parents, but in fact, I know that Srila Prabhupada didn't want so much that that relationship that took place, that government has arranged with Radharani.
In Abhiyācate serial, and the girl Radharani, she sing a song.
Yeah, they could have gone, of course. Especially in Bengal, it's quite okay. And there are many problems also because of this. And just recently I came across one of the devotee, he was under a counseling type of. So he was telling that he got in they got marriage duly we registered and all, and later on things changed. Now the father of the son is telling, no, I need dowry, and the relation is broken, just like that. So these things are not, it's not okay through Vedic way. Yes, Prabhuji, would like to comment?
Political information.
Yeah. 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 It's perfect. Srila Prabhupada's pastimes. Fine. Hare Krishna. So let's keep it here. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki Gaur Premanande Hare Granth Srimad Bhagavatam Mahapurana ki